So we're going to do a few different things here now. We're going to look at the mobile desktop, show you what that's all about. I'm also going to show you some tips and tricks with index cards. Very simple tool, yet very powerful, especially during the middle school and high school years. So you will need, of course, the book. Talks about the mobile desktop and the importance of studying and how that might happen in a variety of locations. That's page 62. The pencils, what's left of the pens, of course the index cards, the 3-hole punch, the highlighters, what's left of your filler paper, which you didn't put into the binder, and then what I call the tub, or the mobile desktop. Now, mobile desktop. Things have really changed over the past generation. We don't see too many kids now who are sitting straight up in a chair in front of a desk getting homework done. It does happen. It does happen. But what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing from a lot of the folks that I work with is that kids are on the move and they're studying out by the family room, they're at the kitchen table, they're on their bed. The idea is, of course, they're getting things done. That is the goal, without spending too much time what we call off task, which would be doing things like looking for materials that they wish they had that could have been very easily put into a traditional desk. That's why it's a real efficient way to study, but yet not real practical for a lot of kids today. So the answer, the mobile desktop. So top comes off. All of the essentials that you're going to need go into the tub. I do put the 3-hole punch, especially for middle school, right? And the paper. It helps if you maybe put this into a folder or put it on the very bottom. But there it is. Now, the neat thing about the mobile desktop is that, of course, it's mobile, which means it can go anywhere in the house. It can go into the car, and when it goes into the car, it has a nice surface. Probably put a folder on top, but this can then sit on the child's lap. Boom, you've got a nice surface to work on with homework, and you have all of your materials ready. That's why I like it. And you spend considerably less time up looking out for things that you wish you had because they're all in the desktop. You get done, all the materials go back in. Now, let's talk briefly about the index cards. I included a stack of 300. That should get you pretty well into the year, depending on the classes, depending on how you use them. The first use, of course, to just take some quick notes. If there are things that you're thinking about during homework and you don't want to use a full sheet of paper, of course, just crank out the index card, write a couple of quick notes to yourself, things you don't want to forget, then slip that into the binder. It could be a note that you're going to bring back to the teacher. It could be something that you don't want to forget the following morning, an assignment, due date, something like that. Now, it could work just like a sticky note, except you're probably going to need a paper clip. And then just attach that to the paper or to that divider in the binder, and there you go. You've got an instant post-it note. But, you know, the price of post-it notes today, save yourself a little cash. Just use the index card. Now, the other way, and this is a real powerful way to use these index cards, is as a flashcard. Not to learn your multiplication facts. Hopefully that is done. But for language arts, English class, book vocabulary, word goes on the front, definition goes on the back, or word meaning, there you have it. Spanish or any other foreign language, a lot of vocabulary that you need to pick up. If you get into geometry or algebra, now all of a sudden you're using formulas. You need the formula and what the use for it is on the back. Right? You see how this works. And then it's just a matter of, like you did with the multiplication and the times tables, moving through those. Put a rubber band around them. Anytime that you have the mobile desktop with you, you can take them out. You can rubber band a quick stack of them together, slip them in one of the binder sleeves. Now you have something that you can use to study from all the time. So, you know, at about $1, $2 for a package of 300, really can't beat it as a study aid. Highly recommended there for that. All right, that is the mobile desktop. Above all, folks, keep the idea in mind that studying is something that can happen in a variety of locations as long as it's focused time. Okay, so don't get hung up on the fact that it needs to happen in a certain location or that it can't happen in a certain location. Okay, particularly with kids being the way they are today, on the move a lot, whether that's in the home on the move or they're out in the car and they've got a variety of extracurricular activities that they're participating in the after school hours. You're losing valuable minutes that you could be using to focus and get things done. That way you don't have to stand up the wee hours of the evening trying to get things done. Use the mobile desktop for that. All right, I'll be back with you in the next activity.